What's up to the listeners out there? My name is Daryl, aka Mr. Embrack, and you are now tuned in to the DTE Deep Theory Experience podcast.
Worldwide, and I got your girl out, feeling like I'm Gyro. Bitch, I'm always on time, got my soldiers on time. If you want that 4-5, coming back like Jordan. Bitch, you know I'm scoring.
That you see me with or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, what about him? He's like, yeah, I think we're gonna start dating, and he's gonna be like a part of like our circle. And I'm just like, our circle? Like, we don't. First off, two people don't make a circle.
I was just about to say that. I was like, yo, what? Hold on.
Two people don't make a circle, first off.
What class was she in, yo?
No, the second, like, when there's two people involved, it's just the two of us. Yeah.
All right, man. You already know what time it is. It's another episode of the DTE. You know what I'm saying? Here with the one compadre. The one compadre.
Oh, man.
Still Dre in the building.
Oh, I'm still here.
Still here. We still live. But yeah, we are here with another one. Obviously, we've been a little bit MIA, but you know, we're gonna kick it off real nice. But Dre, how you doing? How are you feeling, bro?
Well, we talk on the phone pretty often.
Right. So I already know. I just wanted you to let the people know.
No,
I know.
I totally get it. Well, I'm going to say the same thing I've been telling you. I'm here.
You living.
I'm alive. I'm healthy.
Facts. I hear you.
Day by day.
Unprecedented times right now, people. Unprecedented times. But yes.
Annoying times.
What did you say?
Annoying times.
Yeah, annoying times for real.
I'm actually fed up, though.
Huh?
I'm actually fed up.
Talk to me. Why you fed up?
I don't want to talk about COVID again, to be honest.
Jeez, that sign.
I just don't want to talk about COVID again. But like, it's just that's where it all stems from, bro. Like, you see every other country and all these different states or different parts of like the world, they are still living their lives,
right,
doing whatever they gotta do. And just like, bro, we're still like locked in and locked up.
Locked up, they won't let us out.
And like, I understand, like, for safety reasons and whatnot. I can get it. I can understand it.
Quote unquote safety reasons.
I don't know how. Like, at this point, like, I don't really know how true, or I don't know what's false. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's not real. Right. I'm just like, bro, like, watching the news, like, you see all these numbers going up, numbers going down a little bit, and it's just like, yo. People always tell you do your own research and do your online stuff. It's just like, bro, I don't even know what's real on the internet.
Facts. You don't even know what's real on the news.
So who am I going to look at, or who am I going to take information from and be like, yo, like this is the truth. Right.
It starts with you, y'all. It starts and ends with you. Whatever you research, whatever you gather, that has to be what you are going to choose to internalize, you know? So if you feel like they're telling you the truth, then you're going to say they're telling you the truth. If they're not, then you're going to tell them that you're not. But yeah, so I know we were talking a little bit about, there's a question I actually wanted to ask you. Obviously, we're missing Mr. Embrack, Mandisa, and Deanne. They not in the building, but shout outs to them. I actually wanted to know, what was the most harsh rejection that you've ever gotten in your life that was hard to get over?
Hold on.
What's the most harsh? Dre, say time out, man.
Yo, because we were totally talking about something completely different.
I know we were. I'm switching it up, man. I'm going.
That's crazy.
This is a random podcast for everybody. This is gonna be a random ass episode, so bear with us. Me, JB2, and Still Dre are going random. We're going off the top, so shit might be all scrambled, but hopefully you guys enjoy. But anyways, Dre, like I was saying, what's the harshest rejection you've ever gotten that was hard to get over? I shouldn't say harshest because it's not even a word. What was the most harsh rejection you've ever had? And what was so hard about getting over it, pretty much?
Yo.
And you're laughing, so I know it's a deep one still. So.
Yo, cause I've dealt with rejection in so many ways, bro.
Right.
I'm only laughing because just how you just.
I went from what I know.
Yeah, bro. Like we were talking about school at one point before we started recording.
Okay, we can go back to that.
No. It's cool. Because this is what it is now.
Yes.
Bro, honestly, like I just think about like different relationships that I was in, bro, and like obviously you're in a relationship, you're not rejected like off the bat because you're obviously dating this person,
right?
Or dating whoever. But at some point, like when there's a breakup, isn't that like a way of a rejection too? Like,
is it?
I feel like it is.
I understand what you're saying. I see where you're going with this.
Like I can see why I'm wrong, but I can also see why I'm right.
Right, I know. That's why I said I see where you're going.
Because rejection usually starts off with like, oh, like I'm trying to holler at somebody, and then just be like, nah, I'm not interested.
Right.
Like I've definitely experienced like rejection in the form of me trying to. I'm not really the type of person to really try to like interact with women, like try to holler at them like first off the bat. Mm-hmm. I really try to like. How do I say this? Not kind of like be too aggressive with it. I'm more chill.
You try to feel them out.
Space. I try to feel the vibe. Right. But if I ever like showed interest in somebody, like I've been interested in people where they'd be like, nah, but I'm interested in your friend, and it's just like, ooh.
I've had that.
It's just like,
oh man. It's like, wait, what? When was that?
Like I've never seen y'all interact with each other, and like, or I've never seen those type of signs, and like,
right.
Like obviously it's not like my boys trying to interact with the girl, so like I never hear my boy talking with this girl ever.
But see, the thing is, she's courting him from afar as you're courting her. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works.
But I don't know, like in those situations, you can't really get mad. Like,
true.
Because there's only so much you can control, bro. But like, what was the original question? Because
I know you came up.
I'm starting to think about a lot of stuff, bro. This is how I think, bro. Because like, I don't usually think about like, this is why. Continue. Ask this question. So I was thinking of different stuff, bro.
I know everything. You went down memory lane just now. You had a little stroll. But my original question was, what was the harshest? I shouldn't say harshest because it's not even a word. What was the most harsh rejection you've ever had? And what was so hard about getting over it? Pretty much.
The harshest one, I'd have to say, is like years ago. I really was like developing. I was really developing like a really strong friendship with this female. I liked her more than she liked me.
Right.
And I knew that.
In the back here, yeah.
I'm just like, let me just like continue developing this because
you were optimistic.
Yeah, bro. Like I seen potential there. Like I seen a lot there, to be honest.
Right.
And then, it's crazy because like, bro, it's just how it happened. So one night we went by her house. Like I used to go to her house often, like just to chill.
Right.
Just interact with her and like eating chicken wings, bro. Like we used to do like a lot of stuff, bro. We had a lot of fun together, bro.
Chicken wings, damn.
Bro, wing night, like every time at Moxie's, every Monday at Moxie's, wing night. Used to go to different events with her. She introduced me to like the whole like music world, like everything that you do for like SLS.
Right.
Like, she was showing me like
different things
behind the scenes of like Toronto music, which I never understood at the time either. Yeah, bro. It was,
bro, damn.
Yeah, man. It was crazy. Like it was a lot of fun. Like I got to see a lot. But so I'm leaving her house like one evening, and we're just walking out the house, like out of our apartment, like together, and she's like, I need to tell you something. And I'm like, what's up? And she's like, there was a guy that she kind of showed me.
Oh no! Oh no!
But like, I didn't know. Like, I had a feeling, but I didn't want to be like, nah, man. Like, I don't want to just think the worst.
You're speculating a little bit.
Yeah, but I didn't want to think the worst, bro. I really didn't want to.
Right.
And then she's just like, yeah, like, you remember like this guy that you see me with or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, what about him? She's like, yeah, I think we're gonna start dating, and he's gonna be like a part of like our circle. And I'm just like, our circle? Like, we don't. First off, two people don't make a circle.
I was just about to say that. I was like, yo, what? Hold on.
Two people don't make a circle, first off.
What class was she in, yo?
The second, like, when there's two people involved, it's just the two of us.
Right.
So for her to add somebody, like, in, I guess, our dynamic.
You're a triangle.
Yeah, it turned into a triangle now. It made no sense to me. She was just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna add it. Like, I want to like pursue things with him and whatever. And I'm like,
damn.
So what does this mean? She's just like, we're still like, we could still hang out. We could still like.
She friend zoned your ass real quick.
It wasn't real quick though. Like, that's the crazy thing. It was like,
I know. I'm saying in that moment.
But like in that moment, bro, and I was just like, and she was just like, how do you want to? Like, are you okay? Like, do you want to talk? And I'm like, yo, honestly, I don't know what else to say, because like,
yeah, you're at this point just mind bubbled.
I'm so confused. I was so mind blown. Like,
dang.
And it's not even like to say like I never really confessed like how I felt, because I did make it clear.
Right, you're
and like even after that whole situation, like I even like was trying to tell her, like, yo, honestly, like I don't see myself in this dynamic anymore. Like, I think I need to step back. So I did.
Right.
And then it got weird.
Of course.
It got weird because like she started missing me.
Of course. It happened.
I wasn't starting to hang out with her. I wasn't really hitting her up.
Yeah.
I had to take my space because I felt like it was the right thing for me to do. It was not easy for me to do at all.
You're trying to protect your energy and trying to grow out of that feeling, because again, you're feeling one way, she's not feeling the same way.
Yeah.
But she misses the dynamic y'all had. So because you're the person that, you know,
and she can't have that dynamic that we had with
the other guy. But see, look what you just said. She can't have that dynamic. That to me, that's not what I want. Right? If that's what you like love, like, and that's what you miss, that's a key part of your like how you want certain things in your relationship. Because again, you should be able to be a friend and a lover with your partner.
Yeah. So, and like around those times, like, yeah, I used to really understand like relationships around those times. And
right.
Like in my previous relationship before that, obviously, like it was a hard situation to come out of, and
right.
How it ended, it was really difficult to even manage that.
Mm-hmm.
And then to get into that dynamic, and then to have it like it didn't even end there. That's the crazy thing. Like,
there's more to the story.
There's so much more, bro. Like, she would come to my workplace like in the middle of like my shift.
Yeah.
Just to see me, and just like, yo, like I can't talk to you right now because like I'm at work.
Yeah.
Like, yo, just message me when you're done or whatever. We can like hang out and talk. I'm like, yo, what's there to talk about? Like, you made your choice. Like,
you made your choice. Saw the face.
Like, I even told her, like, yo, like I had to remind her, like, yo, this is how I feel. Like, obviously, you're a great friend, but like I see you more than just that.
Yeah, and I can't compartmentalize that right now. Just give me my time.
Exactly. So,
dang, dog, that's
the thing is crazy. The crazy thing about it though, years later, like we spoke, and like, okay, actually no, let me.
This guy was. He's gonna give you guys the whole spiel, guys. The whole spiel.
2 years later, basically, like we spoke about like this, like the time that we like shared together.
Yeah.
And she was just honestly, she was just like, yo. I think one of the things that I feared was just like losing you as a friend, or just losing you at all.
Right.
And I'm just like, but look at us now. We don't even talk. Right? Like, you had me in front of you
at my peak.
Yeah, like at my peak. I honestly, at that point, like I was really at that point, I felt like I was at my best.
Right.
But I really wasn't, because really thinking about it.
Obviously.
But at that time, I really felt like I was at my best. Because like mentally, I was so far removed from my past.
Certain things, yeah.
To where I was at that time, just like, yo, like you really had me, man. Like, she's like, I just didn't want to lose that. And I'm like, yeah, well, you lost everything. Like, you lost our friendship, you lost our dynamic. Like, you want people to joke around the way we used to. Like, we can't talk the way we used to.
Right.
And that's just like the reality of it. Like, it's not easy for me to do. It's not easy for me to separate myself from her, but I had to do it. It took time.
I got a question for you. Is it bittersweet to have that? Because, well, pretty much my question is, do you find when guys are going into that and they're honest with the person that they're trying to pursue, like, hey, I'm trying to pursue you.
Yeah.
Do you have that feel like, yo, listen, I want to develop a friendship that actually stands for something. So even if this goes far left, we can still be friends if we can make that happen, right? So my question to you is, do you find that it's wrong to do that, or do you find that it's kind of selfish for you to remove yourself from that situation? Because what I'm hearing from you, like I totally get what you're saying, but I do know that there are some people, like for me, like if I was trying to date someone and they knew my intention, if they weren't feeling that certain way, because I'm trying to build that friendship, I would go off of that, right? Because again, there's no animosity towards either one of us. It's just you're not feeling me like that, you know?
Yeah.
So who am I to just disrespect what we actually have, which is a nice little friendship, you know?
Well, the way I look at it is, I always feel like it's super important to develop a friendship before getting to the relationship.
Would you say that for everybody? Like, would you advise that for everybody to like build that friendship before you get into a relationship?
I personally do. Like, no matter who it is, no matter like who you're getting involved with, I feel like it's always important to have that friendship. That's the foundation of everything. That gives you that comfort level of being more open with who you're with. I was really open with her. Like,
right.
With the girls that I've been with that were like actually like girlfriends or close to even being that,
right,
I was able to be open and comfortable within myself. And like even that comfortability would develop into something even more.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's super important to develop that friendship. I don't feel like it's selfish of me to like just leave because
your feelings were involved.
Because my feelings were involved. I don't feel like it's selfish of me to even move on because she wants a friendship. I'm sorry, if I feel a certain way, you're just gonna tell me to suffer with my feelings or bottle up my stuff because you still
suck it up, Buttercup.
No, you can't tell me to do that. I'm gonna, bro. I don't know about you, but I don't think I'd be able to handle to see this girl kiss another dude in front of me.
Okay, for me, it depends on how deep I am. If I'm deep like Deep Blue Sea, if I'm deep like Deep Blue Sea,
bro,
then maybe not, you know. But I feel like with a little bit of time, if she was to give me the time, maybe I can actually, you know, surface or build up that, you know, that thing that can kind of just say, you know what I mean? But
I mean, okay, it depends. It does depend on who it is, and it depends on like how deep you are.
Yeah.
Like, in that developing stage or whatever.
Right.
That's kind of like thinking about like being friends with your ex. Like,
This guy kills. Nah, this guy went. This nigga went. I wouldn't compare to that. Still, I would. Nah, I wouldn't compare to that.
I would.
To me, because this leads up to my.
Sorry, it's true. I'm sorry, bro. It's just.
Nah, to me,
it's almost the same thing.
Nah. Because again, okay, this is what I was gonna ask you. When you first laid eyes on her, or however you guys met, did you know how you felt from the jump? And
bro,
yes or no?
Yes, bro. Yes,
okay,
yes.
All right. So there's still that realm of old-fashioned style where like I know what this person is. I see her like I want her, right? Like
yeah,
I like you. Like I don't even know your name, but I know that I'm in pursuit of you. So you can safe to say that. So because of that, I feel the comparison is a little bit too much. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
A little bit too much. I couldn't compare it to that stuff.
Why not though?
Because
if you feel strongly towards somebody before you meet them.
Right.
You feel strongly towards somebody when you're in a relationship.
Right.
You guys both go. You're like, she does something that ends like the relationship or the developing stage of your relationship.
Right.
That's all heartbreak.
It is heartbreak, but again, if I'm pursuing the I hear what you're saying, Dre. I agree with.
Okay.
I'm hearing what you're saying. I know where you're going with it, but I'm saying when you're in a relationship, you're building. It builds through time. Yes. But if let's just say the time ended in like 2 weeks, right? Then it pretty much goes.
I'm not talking 2 weeks with my situation though.
Right? No, I'm just saying if it was 2 weeks, then there's not enough in it, right? But if you're talking like months, years, whatever the case is, then I can see where you're kind of looking at it. But to me, if you're just talking about like, yo, I like you, and like a couple months go by, and you're telling me about some next man, I gotta really look at like what it is, like the whole dynamic. Like, did I miss something? Was my signals like overlooked? Was it overplayed? Or when I was open about how I felt, did she really take in that? You know what I mean? Because she didn't have a conversation with you. She kind of just threw in your face like, there's this other guy, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I understand the thing. If they had a conversation, she said like, you know what, I heard what you said. I heard how you feel. But like, I'm more on this side. I'm hoping that we can stay on this side. I think you would have respected her a little bit more.
The crazy thing about that too is like, I'm also thinking like, well, from what I remember, I thought I knew her longer.
Mm-hmm.
But she told me that it was something that was like kind of rekindling.
So
I'm just like, that was a whole nother blind side. So I'm like, so this whole time I'm here, like I approached her, bro.
So Dre's getting up. He's getting up in his seat, bro. He's getting up in his seat.
I approach you, and I understand like you're probably in a phase where like you're open to whatever.
Right.
You gotta make things clear, man.
That's true. That's very true. You gotta be open from the jump.
Yeah, man. Like,
so she's been rekindling with this person.
I would assume so at that time, to be honest. Like,
damn. Yeah, she should have been upfront and close. Still, like, yo. But again, there are some things that we do misread, right? There are times where like we can let ourselves.
Bro, nobody approaches a girl wanting to just be friends.
Some people do.
No, I mean, if the way I approached her was not.
It was. You're like, yo, listen, I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to know. I
was walking.
I want to know what the box looks like. I want to know how the ass looks like. I'm trying to know I want to know what your mind looks like.
I'm walking through a mall, and like I walk past the store and I see her working. We make eye contact.
It's one of those.
She smiles at me. I'm smiling back. I continue walking around the mall, and I'm here thinking like, yo, should I go back?
I know those ones. Yeah.
I don't do this, bro.
Right.
So I'm just like, yo, I'm like, my boy's like, yo,
you're having a giddy moment.
Like, are you trying to go back? I'm just like, yeah, like I want to. They're like, yo, just go back. I'm like, bro, I don't even know what to say. And he's just like, yo, bro, just be you. And I'm like, bro, that doesn't help. Like,
that does help.
It doesn't help.
It's a great advice. Be you, fam. What else?
I understand that.
Oh, go be Tyrese.
I'll be
Go be Chris Brown. Yo. Nice to meet you.
Bro, I get it. Like, yeah, be yourself. I guess it is the best advice, but like that advice at the time was just like, bro, I don't know.
Oh,
but
gosh.
Let's go back. So we went back, and I walk in the store and I pick up an item that I did not need, but I like the item.
I know those ones. Not. I didn't like the item, but go ahead. Didn't even need it.
I held it in my hand. I'm looking at it. I go into the line for the cashier, and she's obviously a cashier, and we just started talking a little bit, and I'm just like, yo, honestly, I don't do this, but yo, can I get your number or something? Like, I'm trying to like stay in contact with you, and she gave me the number and everything. And at that point, like, you don't even know, like, yo, when's the appropriate time to even like hit somebody up after you get the number, bro? Like,
that is a good. You see, we brought that up on the. I think it was last season. We talked about this. When is the appropriate time to message back when you get a person's number or a
like,
person's contact?
Yeah,
I'm gonna contact you right away. Listen, if we at the club, I'm gonna contact. Obviously, I gotta see if the number is real, so I'm gonna contact you right away.
Okay, but that's connectable with anywhere.
Right, but if we leaving, like if we go our separate ways, I'm gonna contact you relatively in an hour or two, just to make sure you got home. That's just a gentleman-like thing to do for me, in my sense, right? Because you know how ladies be. If they go out with their ladies, they drunk. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's a club though.
But if you're talking about in your sense, I mean, you can probably hit it up in like a few hours, you know, from that.
I didn't do that.
Well, you brave.
I waited like a week.
You know what, Dre? Maybe that was a deal breaker. Maybe that was a deal breaker.
No, it wasn't. I swear to God, it wasn't, bro. Because
I know. I'm just fucking with you, yo.
That's a nasty deal breaker. Like, yo, I held on to this.
I held
like
on
3 years later.
I held on too long still.
I remember this moment where you didn't message me in like it took you like a week to message me back or whatever.
But some girls are like that though.
I
shouldn't even say some girls. Some people are like that. Some men and women are just like that. Like, oh, he didn't message me, or she didn't message me. Did that moment really? Maybe he just wanted my number just to say he got my number to impress his friends or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why
we don't know what's going on. But there are some guys who do that though, especially in the mall.
Nobody has time for that, bro.
There are niggas who were in the mall looking for girls.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Like, I get it, but
it was an ego stroke back then for sure.
Huh?
I said it was an ego stroke back then as kids, right? As teenagers, you're
yeah. Until you bump into the girl at the mall the next day.
Listen, I've had my he might hate me. I'm not gonna air his name out, but my boy literally like he had met someone. I think they ended up meeting up that same day, same night. He smashed it. And then the next day,
the same day,
I think so. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be telling the story wrong. But anyways, the moral of the story is the person he knew. Obviously, I'm at the mall with him, which we're going to buy some shit. She comes by him, and she's like, "Oh, like what's up, like so and so," and he's like, "Oh, do I know you?" Like, do I know you? And he's like, yeah, it's so-and-so. And he's like, so-and-so? I never heard of that person before. So, like, did you see me, like, on Instagram or something? Like, is that, like, are we following each other?
No,
like, he was saying there was so much. That's a reject. That right there is like, I got my cake, but I'm just...
Bro, that's not
suck your soul out. That's crazy, right? But shout out to him still, He knows who he is. If he's
No,
listening,
that's not
to it.
cool, man.
But
That's not right.
but it's not cool. I understand. No, I'm saying I understand it's not cool.
Oh, but
I'm just saying, like, but I understand in the moment if you're not trying to get, into that again, you're gonna have to do what you gotta do. You're gonna have to finesse the situation in all aspects, So
do I know you though? That's mad rude, man.
it's mad ignorance, though.
I'm not doing that.
Hey, everyone has their own spices to add to the pot, but you know what I mean. But to add to your to give my rejection story, it's a similar situation like yours, but the only difference is like it didn't take time. So like I told this person, like, listen, it is you. Like I was like, it is you. Like it is you right now. It was literally one of those Christmas.
Oh, what do you mean it is you?
I told her it is you. I saw her. We were working at the same spot. Shit you not. We were working at the same spot. This was for the Rib Fest. And I was like, yo, bro, what the fuck? Like, I just saw her. I'm like, yo, this girl, I have to. She has to have my last name. There's no way this girl can be walking on earth and not having my last name, right? But I was young, right? This is my teen years, Anyways, I told her, I'm like, yo, it's you, I told her it was you. And she just started laughing, giggling. And so, like, just like you said, like, you called her, you saw her, you started smiling. You guys are smiling at each other. This is exactly what happened. She came by my ride. She stayed by my ride. There's a reason why you came by my ride, stayed by my ride. You want my number. You want my attention. So I'm like, girl, you have my attention. As soon as I stop this ride, I'm going to come over and I'm going to give it to you.
I'm sorry, hold on. So this girl kind of approached you.
No. So the first... Okay, I'm probably mixing the story. I'm getting too ahead of myself. So let me start from the scratch. So we're both working at the same spot for the Rib Fest, right?
Yeah. I
was on my break. I was looking for some food, some spots there, because it was in Hamilton. I don't know Hamilton, blah, 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 blah. I happened to pass her and I was like, holy shit, like, whoa. And she smiled at me, I smiled at her, and I was like, yo, Lord Jesus. And then kind of having a moment like you, should I go back? But I'm like, oh shit, my break is done in like 2 minutes, so I gotta get this food. But I ended up choosing the food, left it, went back to my ride. I knew my cousin was working with me at the time. He was bitching and complaining that I took too long. Anyways, so I didn't think I was gonna see her for the rest of the night. She ended up finding me at the ride. So as I was running the ride, she's like, hey. And I was like, oh shit. Like, so you can't, like, that moment we had is what I was saying. Like, like you were feeling the energy. So as soon as I saw her there and she said, hey, I'm like, give me 1 second. In my head, as I turned away from her, I'm like, yo, this girl can't be walking this earth without my last name. This is it. My moment to tell her how I feel. So I stopped the ride. I told her, I'm like, listen, you're it still. And she asked me, what? I said, yo, you're it. Like, I'm not leaving this day or this night without getting a consensus that I'm going to talk to you again. That's what I said. So, and she literally was staying by my ride and we were talking back and forth. And, pretty much it became a weekend affair, right? Because it was obviously for the weekend. And after that, I got rejected. And she kind of just said, yeah, I'm talking to somebody else and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, bro,
she knew this.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm just like, come on, man. What the heck? I didn't pour. Bro, you know what I did throughout the weekend, nigga? I went to go get her a rose. I found one of those little tents that was selling roses, and I went to go get her a little rose. I'm like, yo, listen, lady, this is a token of my love. Just letting you know. Whoever she was working with, I don't know who it was, but the person she was working with was just like, yo, this guy's romantic. Like, what? Like, what? For real?
This guy got her a rose while the next dude got her a bouquet, bro.
Facts, probably. But anyways, the fact is, throughout the weekend, I got some kisses. You know what I'm saying? We shared moments, right? We got the stare. We had the conversation. We got the kiss. She got the rose, and then I got rejected at the end. So
that's a 3-day weekend.
Huh?
Is that a 3-day weekend?
It was from Friday to Sunday.
That's nasty, bro.
All this happened from Friday to Sunday. So my cousin now, he's asking me about this girl. And because he saw the whole play, right? He's there, he's witnessing it, and I'm like, yeah, she rejected me still. And he's like, nah, right? I'm like, yo, I had my own J-Lo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had my own J-Lo. She really resembled J-Lo in every facet, like, you know? But, yeah, it was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But anyways, just like you, years later, we ended up, you know, having conversations real time, right? So again, obviously I know if at some point in my time in my life, if we both weren't dating, it probably would have happened because, you know, she wanted it. But because she rejected me, there was still a sore spot. You know what I'm saying? There was still a sore spot, you know. So.
Would you have given her a chance though?
Maybe. I think as over time as I got older, like I'm over it, like, right? Like I'm way past it. So, but some people hold on to rejection very, right? Like, you rejected me, nigga. Look at me now. Look at me now. You know what I'm saying? So that's my rejection story. Huh?
You can't do that now though.
Do what?
Hold on to these rejections from like years ago.
People do that, bro. People hold on to grudges from decades ago. So you can't say people can't hold on.
People are sick if you do that. Like,
yeah, listen, just some people just like that, you know?
Nah, bro. You gotta like, I'm not sick. Like, you can let that go, bro. Like, you don't have to like acknowledge it. Just keep moving, keep doing what you gotta do for yourself.
Right. I feel people are gonna continue to do that, but they struggle to separate that because they want to hate that person for going through the journey they had to go, the transition to get.
You know how wild it is to want to hate?
I'm telling you, I understand. This is why I don't understand. Like, certain people are just like, yo, I hate this person. And even when we watch certain things like the beefs, like, it don't make sense. That happened like how many years ago? Or how many decades ago?
To want to hate is crazy.
To want to hate is crazy, but it's so easy to do. It is easier than to spread love and show love. You know what I'm saying?
Is it?
It is. What do you mean? It is very easy to hate on someone. I could go on social media right now and hate on KD.
Yeah, but you can also go on social media and say, yo, KD, I love your game. Exactly,
but it is more difficult to spread. What more do you see on social media? Love or hate? Depending on the community, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. If you look on the totality of it, it's way more easier to spread negativity.
There's a lot more hate on social media, that's for sure. But...
For sure. I think let's just change the choice of words. It's more to be negative than it is to be positive.
Yeah.
There's a lot more negativity that sells than it is positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not gonna all sage and be happy and sing kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who might judge us for doing that, though, right? I'm telling you, they might hate. Like, why are they doing that? Exactly. People are hating on a black man doing that. It don't make no sense. It's for everybody. Ain't nobody saying that one person has to do it. So.
I have no problem with people like questioning what people do,
right?
Being curious,
right?
Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, at least ask the questions. Like, yo, like, why do you do that? Like,
you took the words right out of my mouth, bro.
Like,
just ask the question. If you're curious about something, you're gonna ask, or you're gonna want to know. So, for you to know, you gotta ask.
But it's also up to the people that have the answers to, like, yo, at least answer the question without kind of being disrespectful. Like, why are you asking? Like,
arrogant, right?
Yeah,
it's a two-way street. It's definitely a two-way street. I agree with that.
I got a question for you.
Ooh, shoot! Still Dre.
I feel like we kind of did speak about this before, but have you ever rejected anybody?
Oh, this guy countered the question.
Yeah.
Damn, man, nigga. I wasn't trying to spill those beans, man.
I know I have.
I know I have still a lot.
Same here.
I'm trying to pick which story to tell.
And you know what's crazy about it too is, like, a lot of people, like, especially as us, like, being guys, like,
right,
especially being like in a circle of guys, like man's will always be like, yo, like why are you rejecting that? Like why did you not like at least slide with it? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to slide with everybody, bro. Like,
thank you. Not everybody deserves your energy.
Yeah, man. Like you gotta understand. Like if I don't feel like I'm vibing with this person, or if I don't feel like like you said, like when it comes to like for me, well, having that first interaction, like that thing, like when you just see the person, like yo, something just clicks.
Exactly.
Like I miss that. Like,
bro, I miss that too. It's kind of like a hindsight thing. Like you're just like, yo, bro, come on. You know, and
super hard to even get that, to be honest.
It is, and I think it's even harder to even try to let that moment happen because that people are so like standoffish. Like you can look at a girl right now and just be like, oh wow, like you're very beautiful, and naturally it just comes to you like, wow, like you're very graceful. Like my eyes are brought to you. You're very captivating, but you come off as a creep. A stalker or a fuck boy, or you probably done it to like 10 more girls. Like
I also feel like it depends on how you look too, to be honest.
Yeah, but that shouldn't even matter. Like I'm giving you a natural compliment. I don't gotta speak to you, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta tell you shit. I can just tell it in my mind.
And I can even say it and keep it moving. Like
that's true.
I really can. I can tell a girl that she's beautiful and just keep moving without having any interest.
But that's what I'm saying. But I've done that many times. Like, just say it and then you keep it moving. I don't even gotta approach you about your number or have a long, elaborative conversation.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they're looking for because they probably get that 9 times out of 10. But some guys are probably gonna ruin it for certain things. But again, like, just you gotta soak it in, especially if you know that you're getting it a lot. Obviously, there's something telling about you. You know, so obviously it's hard to read sometimes, but I just say embrace it all and try to internalize it the best as you can, you know. But to answer your question, Dre, here we go. Goddamn rejection. It's a lot, man. I did reject. Oh God. Anyways, I'll tell this story. It's really bad. I apologize for the gruesomeness that's going to be in this conversation, guys, but I did everything in my power to prevent this from happening. But anyways, so this person I knew my ex when I was like 13, 14 years old, right? We all chilled, you know what I'm saying? This is when I had my little white circle. You know, you have your black friends, but you have to sneak away to a different village and meet your white people.
Sneak away?
Sneak away. Hoping that the block don't find you.
Yeah.
That was me, right? So I had my little sneak away getaway, as you call it, and they were there. And this person obviously gravitated to me in a way that I didn't know, right? She probably just saw me, courted me, or seen how I was with my ex and was just like, I need this guy. So if it wasn't for her little brother, right, I would have never known this girl liked me. Her brother came up to me and said, you know what? My sister writes about you in her journal. I'm like, what? He's like, my sister writes about you in her journal. I'm like, for real? Like,
why are man reading the journal?
Listen, I don't understand. That's a sibling rivalry, right? That's a sibling rivalry. That's not my business. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so I'm like, damn. He's like, yeah, like she writes a lot. Like she is in love with you. I'm like, in love? I'm like, oh shit. So I'm over here trying to be a friend, like y'all, that's my circle.
Yeah.
And I had to approach her, right? Because I think there was another time I came there, her best friend was just like, yo, like she's cutting herself.
Holy.
I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, she's cutting herself because like you're not basically reciprocating how she feels. But I'm like, nigga, she hasn't even come up to the forefront and told me how I only know because of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, bro, this is scary. And I can't go back to the block and talk to like my real friends about my issue because I'm trying to hide this, right? So I'm over here trying to figure out how to decode me talking to them about it in a way that doesn't bait my scene. So I just said I'm not gonna talk to them about it. Anyways, I finally had the guts to talk to her and I'm like, yo, listen, like, I don't like you like that. And it's not, I didn't say it in an aggressive way. I just said, like, I don't like you like that. Like, we've always been friends. I just want to keep that friendship dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about the looks or whatever the case is. It's just like, I don't feel that way for you, you know? And then she hit me with a question like, well, how would you know if you don't try? And I was just like, oh, shit. And I was just like...
I hate that question, bro.
And I'm just like, well, if I wanted to try, I would have tried already. You know what I'm saying? I just told her, I'm like, yo, like, we all met through my ex. So, like, I just didn't want to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Anywho, so she's just like, well, I can't. I'm like, yo, why are you cutting yourself? Like, for me? Like,
you asked her this.
Yeah, I just said, like, you don't need to be cutting yourself. I'm like, and she's just like, I don't know. And I'm like, she's like, I really love you. And I'm just like, but how? In my head, I had to ask myself. But I'm like, yo, honestly, like, I love you as a friend too. Like, I love you. Like, I have so much love for you. But like, let's just keep it here. But I knew in the moment she wasn't gonna let it go. So I sucked it up. I'm like, you know what? Let's just have like a kiss. Let's just see if this kiss, quote unquote, sparks anything. This is where the movies
gave her too much.
This is where the movie started to reenact in my head. I know I did give her too much. I'm sorry. I know again. So I gave her the kiss, and I'm telling Dre, look at my face, man. I know the audience can't see me, but it like she literally was. This was her mouth. Like it was just swarming.
Yo.
Swarming all over my mouth. Yeah, it was bad, bro. So that wasn't even the bad part. Right? She basically was kissing me. I wasn't kissing her because there was no way for me to kiss that. It was too much. But I after like for a split second I had to open my eyes, right? Because I just had to see how her mouth was.
Yo.
You know? And then hold on, Jay. Hold on, people. So when I saw that, right, I saw it, but at the corner of my eye, I literally seen Omar, my friend Omar from the blog. These are the guys from the blog. They were there. They were all hiding behind. We were in the parking lot. They were all hiding behind cars, and I had to stop and push her off for a quick second. And then I got up. As soon as I got up, they all boogied all back to the block. And I was like, oh my God. So that was like 12 of my good friends.
Oh my God.
That all witnessed me kissing a person I wasn't trying to kiss or, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
So I just told her, I'm like, yo, honestly, I didn't feel anything when we kissed. I'm like, I gave you that moment and I'm like, yo, let's just be friends. I'm hoping we can be friends. If we can't, then like, you know, like I just don't want you cutting yourself over me. I felt bad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
again, I had that rejection I gave to that person, and it was a long journey home. And when I got back to the block, they gave me a whole bunch of heat. You already know how it is. They started roasting me. They're like, yo, dog, it was like a dinosaur. Like, fucking, like I was getting the shit.
That's crazy, yo.
I had to explain the situation to them, but Cosby wasn't having it. He's like, yo, bro, you look like you were enjoying it still. I'm like, bro, I wasn't even kissing her, man. But again, you know, it is what it is still.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
That's just the one rejection still that I had to tell. But
yo, okay, so I have one question because you were like, I don't, well, it's not really a funny question, but the whole like the fact that do you feel like you had to put like responsibility was put on you to like stop her from like cutting herself? Like
yes, I thought, and it was crazy because we're
why is it your responsibility?
It's not my responsibility, but I felt a sense of responsibility. It's weird to explain in a sense.
I hear you, but I just feel like I don't think people should do that to people, bro. Like I don't think people should be putting it on people, man. Like
you're right.
Like, you really gotta think about these type of things. Like that's a lot to. Well, you being a young kid too, like
yeah, bro.
That's a lot on your mental. Like that's a lot on your plate.
Nigga, I'm 13 years old. I don't need to see this shit. And
you don't need to see. You don't even need to hear about it.
Hear about it from her little brother and her best friend. Like you know.
That's crazy, man.
If there was anything that I was gonna try to holler at, was her best friend for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I was just being honest. You called me a single. But me and her had a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like we sensed it from one another, but we knew we couldn't even spark that because she was feeling this way. So her as her best friend was just like, as much as I do see something, I can't. You know. because she's cutting herself. We have to try to get her from cutting herself.
No, I feel you. I get it. Like, there's only so much you can control with that too.
Yeah, it was hard, bro. I did feel the sense of responsibility, and that's why I took the approach I took. Again, I know kissing her probably was a lot, but in that moment, I was just going on. Listen, I'm 13, man. I'm going on the fly. I was just like channeling into the Disney and stupid white movies that we were watching. I'm like, if it sparks something, she's white, so I had to, to go in that realm, you know. But anyways, yeah, it didn't go well. But over time, she did stop cutting herself, and we were friends for a while. And then I think we just saw that it was just better to just not be friends, you know. And yeah, you know. So yeah, that's just one. Like that, I got so much, but that one was like, it was just a lot of banter in there, so I had to include that story still, you know. I was trying not to get caught by the block, but I still got caught by the block anyways. In the worst possible time.
You're a sicko. You're a sicko. Oh man.
All right, so what about you, brother? Talk to us about a rejection, bro. You got to know.
I've had my fair share of like handing up rejection, but like, I don't know. I always think to myself, like, why do you like me, bro?
That was my question for the other girl. Like, why me?
Like, what do you see? Like,
but see, when we say that, we gotta ask ourselves the same question when we like a girl. So that's why I stopped asking that question.
No, I feel you. I totally get it. Like, but I always want to know, like, what do you see when you look at me?
Right.
Like, what do you hear when you hear me speak? All right. So I had one experience. I feel like I told this story before.
Oh gosh.
Basically, my boy, he needed a
wingman.
A wingman. Yeah.
Woo! No, those ones. That was another.
And I'm just like, I think that was the first and like last time I was ever a wingman. I feel.
Right. It
was a terrible experience. I remember, I won't forget any moment of it because I just can't forget it.
Jeez. Oh boy.
Basically, I had to meet up my boy at Fairview.
Shout out to Fairview.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been there for a long time.
Same here, bro.
I had to meet him and the two girls at Fairview. So I get out the the TTC exit or entrance or whatever, and I entered through, like, I think it was the Sears. Was it Sears or the Bay? One of the two. And as soon as I enter the Sears, I see my boy, I see the girl that he's with,
right,
and I see the girl that I'm supposed to be with, and I'm just like, nah, this ain't it. I can't. Walking past that door, I was just like, nah, bro, I'm ready to go home. Like, I want to leave. So serious. I wanted to leave. It sounds really bad, but like, honestly,
you're sound more like a sickle than I do, dog.
Yo, I think it gets worse.
Yo, man, what? It gets worse?
I feel like it gets worse, but
hey,
I'm just like, I showed up to my boy, said hello to the girls,
right, and
then my boy and his girl are walking ahead of us, and I'm walking behind with the girl that I'm supposed to be with, and I'm just like, yo, I don't know what you expect from this, but like, I'm just here to show support.
This guy's so much. This nigga treating it like a fucking charity case. Yo. I'm just here to drop $1, guys. Here's my donation.
I was really trying to be nice, bro. Like, everything was it was cool. Like, I was able to just have conversation. Trying to keep like my mind like, yo, this is just one day, a couple hours. I'm just here just to support my boy, make sure my boy's good, and I can just be out after, like, whatever. I don't even remember, like, we were in high school around these times, so I don't even know what we really did, but we didn't do much. But I remember one part in particular. We went to the food court,
right?
And there's a table that's beside, like, you know, where they put like the plants and stuff.
Yeah.
So So she's sitting on the side close to the plants. I'm sitting on the outside. I always sit on the outside, so it's easy for me. It's easy for me just to move out. If I need to cut, I'm out. And like my hands are like on my lap, like under the table, kind of. I'm just like, we're just all talking or whatever, and all I felt was like her hand like tickling my hand, bro. And I'm just like,
what?
Nah, man. I already don't like being touched like for no reason. Like if you have no reason to touch me, don't touch me, bro. Like I don't care.
She had a reason, fam. She likes you.
No, man. No.
Dre, you're foul, fam. You're sick.
Yo. She tried to like hold my hand. And
shoot.
At that point, like my hand started to get like sweaty, bro. I'm just like, nah. Like you need to let go of my hand because like I feel so uncomfortable right now.
Shit!
Like I have to like move my hand from her. Like she tried to put my hand in her lap, and I'm just like, no.
You trying to get some groupie love for real, fam?
I was not feeling this. Like I don't even know if we went to the movies or not afterwards. But like I just made sure like I kept my distance at that point. Like you're getting too handsy, and I don't want you touching me, bro.
You didn't sit beside her in the theater?
I don't remember if we went to the movies or not. I can't remember, but I had no choice. If we did, I had no choice. Like
always have a choice.
I didn't feel like I had a choice at the time. I understand what you're saying. I get it.
I understand what you're saying though.
But like I was just really just trying to be like as respectful as I can be. Like bro, it's not like you're
trying to be the best wingman you could.
Yes, and you already know how I am when it comes to people like touching me for no reason.
Yes.
Like
you don't like people in your bubble still.
I will spaz.
Spaz out like NERD.
Yeah, man. Like you don't want me to do that. So like I tell you gently, like, yo, please don't touch me. Like
respect my air.
Respect my space. Like if I didn't allow you into my space,
right, just
stay in your space. Like I'm not here like hugging up on you. I'm not here trying to like do anything. Like I'm not really even here for you, to be honest. Like
that's the sad part, bro. You're sick to my friend, dog. I'm not even trying to be here for you. You don't even know it.
It's just what it is, man. Like just respect my space. Like
I got
respect yours.
I got a stupid question for you. Have you ever been in a situation like you've been in, trying to be a wingman and had to take one for the team?
Bro, really? I know I never. Bro, I told you this is the first and last time I ever did it. I remember there was a time. There was been a couple times where
you did say that.
Where like people would like try, or like whatever my friends would ever try to get me to be the guy taking one for the team. I'm just like, I am never that guy, bro. I don't care who it is. I don't care what. Like, I'm never taking one for the team. I refuse to. Damn. I don't care. I just refuse because it sounds stupid, but I'm never the ugliest guy in my circle of people, bro. I don't care.
I guess I fall in that ugly column still.
Yo, what are you doing? Why are you taking one for the team? Why would you do that?
Yeah, honestly, yo, as you're growing up with your brodies, man, you just think that you're doing something for them, for their benefits. And
fam, they don't care if they're putting you in a situation like that.
I understand now. Well, I shouldn't say now. I obviously understood a couple years after that, but yeah, I did. I took one for the team.
Well, why?
Like I just said, bro, I took one for the team because I felt it was in his best benefit. If I take one for the team, he's gonna get his cake. You know what I'm saying?
Was it worth it?
It definitely wasn't.
Because I'm thinking like, yo, did he get what he wanted out of that I guess that experience?
Two scenarios. One, in the first scenario, yes. The second scenario, yes. But I rejected the girl. I'm like, yo, listen, don't go tell your friend. Smash, right? Like, just stay here. Like, we'll chill, we'll talk, we'll watch it, and they can go do their thing. But because we're in separate rooms, they feel like it's going down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the first time, it was it was a horrible experience. Still, can't even lie. It was bad.
Have you ever rejected anybody from sex?
Oh, god damn. Let me ask you a question though. For that.
Oh, here we go.
If you stick it in and stick it out, does it count? I have to ask, bro. It doesn't count. If you stick it in and stick it out, it doesn't count as a rejection.
That sounds like one pump, yo.
Yo, so pretty much that was what happened, right? Like we were in the motions of having sex, and she was like a starfish, like a dead fish, just in this shit. I'm like, my nigga, yo, you better pack your pigeon toe out of here. I got work. I didn't have work, but I told her that.
I got things to do, yo.
I got things to do. And she's like, oh, I thought like I can't like sleep over. I'm like, nah, like I got some things to do. But normally, like because I had a friendship with this person, I would have just let her, chill out. Yeah. But other than that, I'm like, nah, I can't. It just wasn't happening, bro. But yeah, so through that, I've actually rejected a sex platoon because I was lied to. Again, I told you guys this, the catfish story.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is, man. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But what about you?
The way I've definitely rejected. I had to, and honestly, like I feel like the way I look at it is like I feel like I'm saving like the females as well. Like
yeah, you are
because I feel like if I was to just to do it and then what after? Like, what do you want after this? Is this supposed to be a continuing thing, or is it just a moment for you, or a moment for yourself? Like, is this a selfish gain for you, or is it just like I want this right now and like this is it after this? Like,
but you won't see, that's the thing, you won't know because certain women actually just do want that, right? They just want that. They just want to feel that sexy man. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, run that dick, But then there's
I refuse, bro. I don't want to be that one-time dude, bro. And I've already experienced that, bro. And that shit was weird.
Yo, I'm sorry, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, man. Mr. Embrack has appeared in the building.
Oh, well, thank you, Jermaine. What up, Dre? How y'all doing, man?
We good, man. Okay, so I'm gonna just chime you right in because we're into it. So Dre's question to me was, have you ever rejected a woman during sex?
Yeah.
Look at his face.
Yeah. It doesn't end well.
Oh God, yo, let us know, bro. I want to hear this. Need some laughs.
Oh man.
I remember there was a time where like a girl's really pushing for it and just like, bro, like honestly, you need to settle down.
You actually told her to settle down.
Yes, like you can't be this hot. Like
a bad cat. Like settle down.
Yeah, like just cool. Like
this guy's.
I just feel like if you don't know me well enough, you shouldn't want to push for that right away. Like you don't even know where I am physically. You don't even know what I'm feeling. You don't even know what I'm going through. Like I guess none of that matters to you because you want what you want.
Let me ask you a question, Jay. What if a person is looking at you, courting you, right? But it comes as a sexual energy. Are you going to tell her the same shit that you just said just now? Don't slide back past my question. So
what was your question?
My question was if a girl's courting you, but she feels sexual energy.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell her the same bullshit you just said just now?
You see, a lot of guys don't like me because of how I am.
Right.
And like, mans like actually do hate me for this. But I do ask questions.
What mans actually hate you for what?
For asking the questions like, yo, like asking like the girls like, yo, why do you feel that way? Like,
I don't think I wouldn't hate you for that.
Fam, I got so much slack for this when I was younger, bro. Yeah, like it was so bad. Like I've experienced like
amounts of pressure from your friends.
A lot, bro. Like and like you'd see like the interactions with like some girls like in high school.
Right.
The energy that some girls would even give me, like even after. And it's just like, yo, like did you deal with it? It's just like, bro. No,
did you handle the things?
Yeah, just like no, man, I did not. Like,
such a Toronto man.
Like I don't know, bro. I like taking time to get to know people, man. Like, and I don't know. I just feel like it lasts longer. Like relationships last longer that way, to be honest.
Okay, hold on, Dre. I
100.
gotta ask. Okay, I agree with both of y'all, right? Him, Daryl's agreeing with you. But my question now, man, 'cause I got a lot. Okay, so you're telling me if you were courting and you felt sexual energy, that you're gonna ask the question still?
If I'm courting,
Yeah, like if you're like, I'm gonna slap that tonight. If I get the chance, she gives me the chance, I'm slapping that tonight. You're gonna ask her questions?
do I think like that? Like,
I'm asking because I don't know about the whole. I know you don't think like that, but we're talking about experiences.
Think like that. Like, it's like I do find women attractive. Don't get me wrong. Like, and even like
most definitely
moments, like I do find women attractive. But I also think like, that one sexual experience is meaningless if it doesn't last long, man. Like, if it doesn't like take me somewhere, like.
Right. I have to ask that because again,
long term.
I understand.
Yeah, man.
There are similarities that from a person I used to know. So when I'm hearing you, that's why I'm asking the question, right? Because I obviously misunderstood him.
Yeah.
And I probably, he probably blames me for a lot of the pressures like you felt from your friends, right? So it's good for me to ask.
Bro.
So,
but honestly, I do think about that, like everybody I've ever like, I guess, crossed paths with or interacted with, I always think long term. And like, there's always times where like I would think like, I could see myself marrying this person, or I could see myself developing a really strong friendship with this person. Right. Or this might be it. Like, this actually might be it. Like, if I don't feel like it's gonna go anywhere or it's gonna take off to anywhere, then it's just like, I mean, you can be around, but like, don't think that I'm just gonna sit around or pick you up day to day. Like, sometimes you just have to sit there. So,
okay.
It all depends like on the energy that I guess comes out between the two people.
That's true. That is true. Okay, I got a question to ask you guys. Have you guys been in a relationship, right? Audience, beware. So have you guys ever been in a relationship where your sexual drive wasn't as high as your partner's? And if so, how did you manage throughout that relationship? Did you find like you guys bumped heads a lot? Did you find like it was a rift in your relationship because of that? Like, talk to me, bro. Talk to me, compadres.
Mind if I chime in?
Go ahead. The question was both to you. Yeah.
So this guy's killing me. So for me, right now, because I just woke up, none come to mind. Like, it's usually mostly on par or just a little bit less. In my case, I'm sure one day I'm gonna meet my match and she's going to break me. But as of right now, I keep hearing stories and like, some people they get it early, some people they never get it, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's
So for me, in my case, I have not actually met that woman who has
more of a sexual drive than you do.
Yeah, who has like totally made me feel like I ain't got a dick. But, you know what I'm saying?
Small dick nigga. No, I'm joking still.
No, like make me feel like you
I know what you mean, man. I'm just playing with you.
Right, bro.
Listen. I've had a woman make me feel like my dick was never.
How was that?
What making me feel that way? How did you feel? Like, did you feel emasculated, or did you feel like,
bro, that was excited that like you can like get to a next level?
At first, I felt very, very degraded. Right? I found like I couldn't believe this person just said this. Right? But it was the most humbling experience afterwards as I drove home, because I was like, yo, I gotta actually learn a partner, you know what I'm saying? So even though that was a one night experience, I wasn't gonna never see that person again. It's a humbling experience, right? Because this person probably had sex with like God knows how many men, but you can learn something a little bit. So rather just stay humble, leaving my head up high and take it however I gotta take it. But It was in the moment. It was degrading. You're hurting my dick for one, right? Okay, I named my dick. Okay, so me and Bam Bam have been like we've been going in this life.
But that's for the ladies, though.
I named my penis Bam Bam. Yes, so the world knows now. Okay, the world freaking knows.
I think Dre and I could probably agree. Like that was not meant for us.
Yeah.
listen. It was not for the world. I'm okay. This is my platform. This is our platform.
You're gonna have random people calling out Bam Bam. Bro.
Listen. That's content.
Bam,
bam. Bam, bam. Anyways, listen. They just don't want to run into 10. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, so yes.
What, she calls you Bam Bam?
No, she doesn't call me. I told her what my thing is, you know what I'm saying? So she knows.
So she screams Bam Bam.
No, she doesn't listen, I'm not gonna expose her right now.
Fucking Bam Bam! Nah, I can't see it.
Nah, she doesn't say Bam Bam. Yo, that's some white people shit. But anyway, point is, I was just, like it really took a lot for me in that moment, but it is what it is, right? I took it as a humbling experience, but yeah. It happened. So I like the fact that you're sharing that because I haven't met a male with that experience. I met a female with that experience, right? Where she never met a man who can match her or take over her sex drive, right?
Her libido. Yeah. So, it's just nice when you have that. I don't know. Balance. It feels like a cancellation. It's like you both give up. Like it's nice because you literally mentally and physically feel like you're on one
sync. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're equally yoked, which is I think is amazing. So it's nice to hear. I think I've been in highs and low situations like in my relationships, right? Like I've had relationships where my sex drive wasn't as high as theirs because I was trying to gain more. If that makes sense. It wasn't more like I'm a natural sexual being by my sign, right? But I knew like I was trying to gain more, you know what I'm saying? Which could add to the sex flair for me. Because if you weren't there, mentally, or you couldn't speak my type of language, then there's no reason for me to be high in sex drive, you know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
So yeah, that's me. And you come off as misunderstood sometimes, right? Like me expressing that might rub some people a little different, being like, I think there's more to that, or they might have their own perception on it, but I'm speaking my truth and I'm letting it be known, right? There's more layers to be peeled off, and you want to see in your part, especially if it's going for a long period of time, right? That's me still. But Dre's looking at the screen all strange. So
no, because I'm thinking like, I'm just thinking just for myself, just obviously like when you first like get sexually active,
right?
Like you go through that experience of like, I like this experience, like I want to do this
often,
right? And I think like, well, for me now, I'm just like, honestly, I think I'm kind of bored. Like,
see,
what are you bored of though?
Thank you.
Sex in general, or just like a lack of connection. Like, what do you think?
I think the lack of connection is the biggest thing right now.
Right.
That's actually the biggest thing right now. Obviously, like I'm a single dude, bro. Like, there's like you don't really feel that energy, obviously, when you're on your own, bro. Like,
right.
And when you're on your own, it's just like, okay, so if I ever feel like I have like that type of drive, who do I even direct it to? And who can I direct it to? Like that, I'm comfortable enough to even direct it to, right? And then even when you're in a relationship, like, just based on my past experiences, it's just, bro, like, this is nice. Like, I enjoy this. I enjoy the connection that we have. But like, can we like add something to it? Like, can we spice it up a little bit? Are you open to different experiences? Like, let's have fun.
Are you open to different experiences? That's a better question. Yeah?
Hell yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Daryl,
You're a sicko. I know
You see that smile, bro? You see that smile, Dre? That's for you to buckle your seatbelt.
Daryl,
I know where you're going with this.
Daryl, you can. This is a question for you too as well. So role play
for yourself.
So role play. Yeah,
I have no problem with it.
I have no problem with that. I've never tried it before, but
I've never tried it, but just based off of like stuff like I've like so if the I Am Athlete podcast that you told me about, when the man was talking about like dressing up like whatever, like
right,
bro, whatever, bro, I'm cool with it. Like honestly, I don't even dress up for Halloween, but like yo, if
we're married, bro,
I'm doing it. Let's go.
That's right.
Have fun.
Daryl, are you the same way? Are you agreeing on that?
What, with the role play?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Hold on, Daryl. Hold on.
I really like expressing the acting side of me. Like I like to put that energy to make it more realistic.
Okay.
I used to have this girlfriend. She's African. I was with her for 3.5 years, and you know, after a while, sometimes it does get a little bit monotonous when it comes. Just a little bit, you know. So to spice it up, sometimes you do something different. So I pretended like I wasn't me. I pretended like I was somebody else, like a completely different person.
I'm sorry,
right?
What?
But I didn't give her a heads up as to what I was doing.
It was a surprise,
right?
How does she handle that?
First, she did not handle it well at first. She did not handle it well at first, but when you're with somebody, you give them context clues, right? And I always we always had this thing between her and I where, you know, I would give her a smile, a wink, and then I would just look at her for like just a little bit too long and then look away, and she would know what I'm thinking, right? And so when I give her these context clues, she'd be like, oh, and she would catch on, right? And then she would do whatever she would do, and flashback.
This nigga had a memory lane.
But yeah, it's just as simple as coming.
What's with you and Dre having memory lanes right now, bro? Y'all be repping this.
Oh, chill, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Yo, but no, it's just as simple as coming home and ignoring her. That's all you gotta do to act like you're
Nothing
somebody
matters.
else.
Right.
Yeah. Act like you're somebody else. Go through the cupboard. Just pretend like you don't know what you're looking for, right? And just something as simple as that, it could get her mind going. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly.
Right?
That is
get her mind engaged.
Mind games.
Do something that gets her mind engaged. Have her asking questions. Have her eyes on you. Be like, what are you doing? If you whatever she likes about your body.
Mind games.
Kind of show it off without showing it off. If she likes your shoulders, like she liked my neck for some reason and shoulders, so I'll just be like,
neck.
I just be like, yo,
that word V-neck, bro.
Well, yeah,
that explains the V-neck. Go on, girl. Yes, Mr.
Yeah. She was a very licky person. She would like to lick places, right? So obviously with her height, the perfect place, neck and shoulders, right? And plus that's like an erogenous zone for me because it just feels crazy. Crazy.
Who you trying to let that known to? How you trying to let that be known to the ladies?
Chill,
no. I'm just saying,
ladies. Mr. Embrack
no, it's just
single.
a conversation.
I know, ladies.
That's killing me.
Ladies, Mr. Embrack is single. Holla.
Don't
continue. He's like, no comment.
Nah, man. I'm working on my purpose. So,
facts.
No, it's just about knowing your partner and knowing how they would react to certain things. Keeping in character is very important.
Sure.
Because like my first girlfriend, we tried that. Like I kept laughing, right? Kept breaking the what do you call it?
The character.
Yeah. The believability part of it was broken because I kept laughing, right? You live and you learn.
Yeah. Yo, honestly, like, okay, so that is a different type of role play, and I like the fact that you brought that up because I don't even think I can. I don't think I can go into that realm of being somebody else. Like,
Yeah, me either.
I'm gonna be Morpheus today, and I'm gonna play.
But isn't it? Yo, I that's crazy because I want to change my Twitter name to Morpheus, but
Oh my God.
that's crazy that you said the exact name. But no, but isn't that the point of role play? Like to pretend you're somebody else?
In some senses, like I guess I wasn't really looking at it like that. I thought like in a sense I was looking at role play like I can play a role. I can still be me, dress up differently. Yes.
Oh.
Well, I get, but I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying because that is the other side of role playing, right? Because there are some people who actually like that, right? Where like you're playing, you know, their favorite character or whatever the case is, you know. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of women like rape scenes and whatnot, right, and that's in my realm.
Right.
So.
Okay, so a question to all of us, I guess. Would it bother you when you're role playing as somebody else? Like, would it be hard for you to swallow the fact that she's getting disengaged and turned on because you're being somebody else? But you're still you. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm
hear you.
Right.
And I'm just thinking like, yo, physically I'm still me, bro.
Physically you're still you, but you're playing like you're asserting yourself in a different role.
That's like yo, like you want me to act like somebody else. I can't really say a name right now. I don't want to say an artist or anything, but let's just say like who? Relax.
Oh, okay.
But like, that's sick.
So you mean like a real person, not like just somebody else random.
Right.
Like,
right.
Oh. What you gonna call? You gonna call Chris Brown while we're doing it, bro? Like, I don't want to. I would.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's crazy to me, though. Like,
there's some people. There are some women who might like really like that. Like, oh, talk to me like Chris, or like sing to me like Chris Brown.
I can't.
Some I don't know, bro. I've never done it. I've never tried it, so I don't even know.
To sing like Chris Brown, bro. Yeah, to sing like any artist, like you
okay, I'm just saying Chris Brown because you love all Chris Brown. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, relax.
So it's relatable.
Thank you, Daryl. At least someone.
I get it.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Huh? I think. Well, I think if it's a repeat thing, then you know it's more of I guess a crush thing for the girl that you're with. Would I engage in that though? I've never. That's a difficult question because at the same time, am I enough, or is it just like I don't know?
That's where it's gonna be.
I gotta think about this one.
I thought about it too, right? Like it's a hard thing because you don't know if you go butt heads.
I'm not acting like nobody that like in particular. Like I'm not acting like no specific person, bro. Like,
so yeah, I've never done that.
Like you would be acting like a mailman or like a doctor or whatever. Like,
an NBA player.
Okay, well that's a specific person.
That's not specific.
Yeah,
person.
I just take on characteristics.
NBA player, bro.
But just say basketball. Just say a basketball player.
I'm an NBA player.
Basketball player.
I'm an NBA player because they got all the money, bro.
Basketball player. Don't be saying
you could be a basketball player on the street right
now.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
There's more with it when it comes when you think about an NBA player. Like
I plead the fifth, Jay. Sorry.
No, we're not doing that here.
I plead the fifth.
We're not agreeing to disagree. Nah.
I never said agree. I said I plead the fifth. That means
I just don't want to plead.
I was wrong. I was wrong. Right. Plead the fifth.
Doesn't plead the fifth mean that you're not gonna say nothing?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing. That's why I said I plead the fifth. I just defeated it by saying I was wrong, but you're right. Trey wasn't understanding what I was saying, so I had to bait myself. You know what I'm saying, Daryl? But taking this a whole left field. What happened to sitcoms? What happened to those classic sitcoms?
Oh, bro, that's crazy. You actually bring this up as a question, yo. Because I've been watching Martin for the past couple weeks now.
Yeah.
I'm just here thinking, like, yo, because I think there was like a question that I seen somewhere when I was talking about like black love and like TV shows. Like we don't get to see that as much as we used to.
Right.
It's like, yo, man, like just seeing like Gina and Martin like develop their relationship and getting married and whatnot. Just like, yo, like. That's crazy. Like, and you look, and I was looking at it like, yo, like I remember when I was a kid, I was looking at that like, yo, like I want that one day. Like, I want that type of relationship,
Right.
like, where I can like be myself, joke around, have fun with my girl, and have my people around me, and just enjoy the vibe. Like,
right.
that's crazy that you actually been I've been watching like.
So I've been in your guys' heads, you know.
Right there. Are you Morpheus?
I'm Morpheus. I tapped into it. So I was in the Matrix about 7 weeks ago, and I'm here now.
With the prophecy.
I'll smoke with the prophecy. I was like, yo, we're gonna make another Matrix movie still? Yes, we are.
Yo, tell the Oracle I said what up.
John, no, stop. Well, no, but the reason why I asked is because, like, just like you watching Martin, I was watching the Jamie Foxx show.
Jeez.
And I was watching the Wayans Bros, right? And
Jeez.
I was just like, man, this is like this was like cadence at its best, you know what I'm saying? And we don't have, like, even when they try to stem off these shows, right? Like Boys Meets World, right? That was a classic show, right? Now they're making it like a girl meets boy, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Even if you have the same characters in there, but they're playing different roles, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what happened to sitcoms that changed from then to now, and why is it an irrelevant thing now? You know what I'm saying?
It's the times, bro. It's
That's
like
exactly it.
Is it?
It's the times. There's so many reasons, bro. The easiest answer I could give you is it's like disco, bro. Like, it was really good when it came out, and like for its span, like everybody enjoyed it. Yeah. But for some reason, I guess society just moved on. I remember Will Smith was talking, I think it was in one of the interviews, where he was saying there was a time when like black people dominated the sitcom area, but they couldn't really get into the movies, the hires. Right. And then once they gravitated to the movies, it's something different after. So sitcoms got left behind. There's so many different reasons.
Right. That's a great point that you brought that up, because it's true. Everyone kind of elevated, right? Like you said, Martin was so amazing on the show, but once he got into that movie realm, it just took off, and he just started making other things. So that is a great point.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Foxx has like a sitcom.
Yeah, the new one that is on Netflix you're talking about. Yeah. Right?
Jamie Foxx has a new one?
Yeah, he has. Yeah. He came back to doing a sitcom on Netflix. Forgot what it's called. I'll send it to you, Daryl. But
for real, eh?
So I watched a couple episodes. I don't know if you have.
Yeah, I have. I watched it all.
Oh, you watched the whole season. So what's your take on it overall?
I mean, the only thing I could really get from it, like, I like the fact that it was current, like.
Right, but that's it.
It's not the same, bro.
It's not the same. It's too tacky. It's too predictable.
The reason why, though, I think as well, is because I think, like Daryl said, like the times have changed. Like everything's. A lot of people are sensitive now. Like you can't even joke as raw as like as they once
used to be able to.
Right, like Martin's jokes on thing. I know. Were raw. Jamie Foxx was raw.
Exactly. The Wayans Bros were
super raw, bro.
Yo, that's true.
Right? Like you can be raw and like they weren't super filtered, man. Like
that's true. Even Fresh Prince.
Yeah, you can act. You can be characters. You can be who you are and bring it to life and make it relatable, like from those times. And the only good thing about sitcoms nowadays, or whatever's left of sitcoms, is just the fact that they're making it relatable to the times that we're in. The only thing that, honestly, I kind of find that it's kind of rough is like a lot of these black sitcoms have focused a lot like on like police brutality. And I understand it, I get it, but it's like, damn, bro, like.
We have so much more to offer.
There's so much more. There's so much more out there. Like I want to see like black love again, bro. Like I want to see like the jokes within like black love. I want to see like just the joy of just being like together and developing a relationship, and where you get married and have kids, and just like. Okay. But I enjoy the jokes out of it, like the difficulties of a relationship, and just making it into like jokes, but having still that serious element to it, like. Right.
Jay, I like the fact that you brought up Black Love, because we go talk about that after this 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to challenge that, because I don't think we've seen Black Love. I think that's a channel of it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a splitting image of what can be like that. But I feel like a lot of those Black Love stories that we've seen in sitcoms are more on an upscale more than our scale, if that makes sense. Like Fresh Prince, like you're seeing Black Love at a higher scale, like living a luxury life. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we can relate to certain things, right?
Different shows.
I mean, I disagree, because they go back and forth between Will Smith and The Mansion, and then Will Smith and his mom back home in Philly.
Yes.
So you get to see that.
Yeah, I understand about Will Smith. I'm talking about Black Love. Let's just stay with the Black Love.
Yeah, but if you're talking about, are we still talking about sitcoms as well within Black Love, or are we talking?
Well, I was just gonna talk about Black Love in general, but we could. I'm specifying it on just the sitcoms because we were talking.
Because with the sitcoms, you seem like an upscale version, obviously with Will and the environment that he was in Bel Air.
Right.
But you also see with Martin and Gina, they're in Detroit in an apartment, right? Like living day-to-day lives. Like they didn't do anything extravagant.
Right.
They lived within their means. They've had their nosy neighbors and annoying people within the building. They had bra man from the fifth floor, coming down.
Show.
So you like in your words, your experience, your field. This is to Daryl, Mr. Embrack. Sorry, correct your name, Mr. Embrack. Can you guys say that you've seen Black Love
in real life?
Real life sitcom, TV show, movie.
Sitcoms, yeah. TV shows, yeah. Movies, yeah. But real life.
Was that real? Like that's real Black Love that you can relate to?
I can't relate to it because I've never seen it in my household.
But it's Black Love to you.
Yeah, it's an idea of it. Like it's just, I think it's more of a blueprint kind of.
That's fair.
There's different ways of going about love, bro. Like
everyone loves different.
Everyone loves different. Like obviously they showed in some movies where the rich guy was the bad guy, and then the guy who was working in the hood or the community center or neighborhood or whatever, he was the guy that would, I guess, rescue the girl from, I guess, an abusive relationship and would take care of her. And I'm also looking at damn, there's so many I'm thinking about even Love and Basketball. I
knew you were gonna say that. I knew you was gonna go there.
I mean, it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
It is a good movie.
It's a really good movie. I even watched what's that other movie that girl was in, bro?
Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar. I watched that the other day.
Brown Sugar.
And I don't think I ever watched that movie until the other day.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah. I don't feel like I have. I don't feel like I was really drawn to it, to be honest.
Classic, bro. Classic.
No, but I feel you.
I understand though. Okay, so the reason why I'm asking and bringing up the Black Love topic, but I wanted to save that because we only got 5 minutes, but we can resurface that till we come back in.
Yo, fam, I'm actually hungry. I never ate.
So you want to save that for next week? We can save that for
next week. Please, because it's 6 o'clock now.
So we'll save that for next week. We'll stick to that. But just to finish it off on a sitcom, right? Because there's 5
Or if you can do it this Saturday.
Yes, we can. Well, that's what I was referring to. So, what the goddamn sitcoms?
Black sitcoms.
No, so sitcoms in general. Yeah, black sitcoms. I'll just say sitcoms in general because I was talking about sitcoms in general. I don't like the fact that things are too predictable in how they showcase sitcoms today, right? You can predict various scenes.
That was also a problem,
right?
Back when they were trying to create more sitcoms,
right?
It's because you do things, and yeah, it's also how many times are you gonna try to reword the same phrase? How many times are you Are you going to do the same thing like Will Smith, Jamie Foxx? Like, they have all similar themes. They're all goofy, kind of like, you know, smart, kind of like, you know, very charismatic people.
Right.
But then where do you go from there if you've done it already?
Exactly.
You know, that's why it becomes predictable.
That's true. That's a good point. I think that's a good point. I just feel like I think with that though, you can give them a bly, right? I think back then you can give them a bly because it was just a new realm. You're opening up certain things, but because certain things have transcended from then to now, and everything's grown and evolved from then to now, like I would expect more creativity instead of them trying to take. Go ahead. A
creative one to me was Everybody Hates Chris. To me, it was fresh, and I was always laughing.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
that was an underrated show. I even like the Bernie Mac show. The Bernie Mac show was very slept on.
Yep.
And I think that's where Everybody Hates Chris stems from.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think so. Just how it was produced,
created?
And it was shown, right? You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of similarities, but the Bernie Mac show, like, I took off it. Like, it always makes me laugh still, but it took a thing on its own. So you're right, though. I think I agree with all that still. But man, Daryl, I mean, you came in when you came in, you landslided and came to home base. You know,
brother.
Appreciate you, Mr. Embrack. Still trying to build in. I want to give a quick shout out to all the Black kings and queens that won Oscars yesterday. That was a beautiful thing. I didn't even know her was in a movie. I didn't know she was in that movie.
So she wasn't in the movie. It was a part of the soundtrack for
she got it for the sound. Okay, see, I was confused. So thank you for that. Okay, so
she's great, yo.
No, she is. She's amazing. She's coming out of her shell a lot. She started showing a lot of.
She's more than amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Talk about role play.
Mr. Embrack's getting in there. He wants that Filipino dish. No, but
don't mix kids.
No, but shout out to the winners that won yesterday. They all deserve it. Well deserved. Shout out to Black excellence. And again, I know that we all saw the victory that we had with George Floyd's one of the people going to jail. But I feel like that shouldn't stop anything, right? Like, that's just, we got to continue certain things and pushing certain things, because just as his conviction, as soon as that conviction happened, another murder happened. You know what I'm saying? Right after. So keep saying these people's names, and again, follow us. Keep following us. Speak your mind. Own your truth. Mr. Embrack's in the building, and Still Dre's in the building, and JB2's in the building, and we're saying peace out and love. You know what I'm saying? For more DTE content, go ahead and click that like button, click that subscribe button. Follow us on social media at DTE.22. And don't you forget, share and comment in the comment section below. Definitely want to hear your guys' feedback, and we definitely want to hear your guys' truth. So keep it going, speak your mind. You know what it is. It's DTE. Yeah.